When it comes to what women notice first in older men, you'd be surprised at the finer details they pay attention to. Sure, you might think it's all about looking distinguished and having a bit of salt and pepper in your hair, but it's so much more today. I'm going to list the 7 most important things that women notice when they find an older man attractive. Trust me, if you pay attention to these things, you'll have a real advantage. Let's dive in. 1, posture. You ever walk into a room and feel like you own it without saying a damn thing? That's the power of posture. It's not just about standing up straight. It's about that vibe of control, that unspoken command that makes people take, not as think about it. You're not some young buck anymore. Keeping that spine straight is a battle against gravity itself. But that's the game, isn't it? If you want to be the one who catches the eye, especially of the ladies who've seen fewer winters, you got to stand out. And I don't mean like some slouching, defeated old-timer who's given up the ghost. No, you got to be the guy who looks like he's got a story to tell, a guy who's been through the ringer and came out on top. Now, science backs this up. Good grooming, sure, neat hair. Yeah, but posture. That's where the magic happens. It doesn't matter if you look pretty or not, if you can stand tall with shoulders straight. Like a confident man, it exudes that aura of trust, that open invitation that says, I'm here, I'm solid, I'm there, I'll deal women. They've got a 6th sense for this stuff. They're not just looking at your mug. They're reading you, the whole package, how you carry yourself, how you square up with the world. That's what the first thing they notice when they find you hot. Listen up. If you want to turn heads and not just blend into the background, it's time to step up a little tweak in your stance, a little effort, and how you present yourself, and bam, you're not just another face in the crowd. You're the one they can't look away from to your scent. If a woman is attracted to a man, she will certainly want to have physical contact with him, get close to him and even get involved with him sexually. But if the man smells terribly bad, how can she lie down with him on the same bed? A woman always wants a man who smells good with whom she can have a relationship as an older man. Your choice of perfume or even your natural scent plays an important role in how you are perceived by women, and a well-chosen fragrance also says a lot about your sophistication and maturity. When you wear a unique, pleasant fragrance, it can be incredibly seductive and make you stand out from the crowd. A thin set at your attention to detail and grooming qualities that are very attractive. In addition, a man who smells great exudes confidence and charisma. It's a subtle but effective way to show that you know how to take care of yourself. And that's a big turn on. Remember that the sense of scent is very, very much linked to memories and feelings. Think about it. What scent are you wearing today? Make it memorable through your eyes. The next thing women notice about you is your eyes and the way you look into theirs, because an older man's gaze has a depth and intensity that says a lot about his maturity, interest, and confidence. Your eyes tell a life story full of experience and wisdom. They reflect all the adventures, challenges, and joys you have experienced. When you lock eyes with a woman, it is the starting signal for a romantic and deep connection. Your gaze can convey trust, understanding, and a fulfilling life. Women pay attention to the eyes because they not only reflect your appearance, but also your emotional state and character. A firm, confident gaze can attract them and create an unspoken bond. However, if your eyes are constantly darting back and forth, or see him lifeless, it can be a sign of insecurity or disinterest. Maintaining eye contact shows that you are engaged and confident. So the next time you're talking to a younger woman, remember the power of your gaze and that she notices your yes for your hair. If you think your greying hair is at disadvantage, think again. The truth is that many younger women find the salt and pepper look, or even a well-groomed bald head, incredibly attractive. It's about accepting your age and exuding confidence in yourself. Grey hair signals wisdom, maturity, and a certain attractiveness that younger men often lack. It shows that you've been through a lot, that you're reliable and stable. So women do notice your hair. And if you neglect your hair care, it gives the impression of poor hygiene. But a stylish cut, Whether it's a full head of grey, a receding hairline, or a clean shave, can significantly boost your attractiveness. No, Bruce Willis, think of him if you have a clean-shaven head and want to look attractive. 5. Your voice women need a masculine aura from you when they're with you, and what could convey a better, manly Beth and a deep, calm and confident voice. That's why they pay close attention to your voice to see if it's characterized by maturity, masculinity, and a wealth of experience. Your voice can convey so much from strength and confidence to warmth and charm. When women test your voice, they pay more attention to how you say than what you say. If you have a well-modulated voice, it can be incredibly reassuring and attractive, indicating the depth of your experience and the confidence that comes with age. Whereas if they notice that you have a shaky or monotone voice, it can be a sign of nervousness or lack of enthusiasm. So pay attention to your tone of voice, pitch and modulation, but don't try to speak in a voice that isn't yours, as this will put her off even more than your high-pitched womanly voice expressing. We have already discussed that how men carry themselves is more important to stand out in women's eyes than their charming face. Your overall style with a good haircut, a smile with white teeth, polished shoes, a classic or flashy watch on your wrist, an all-dressed suit is a big plus for you in the dating game. Your style and dressing are another thing that women notice about you when they first see you. Even if you don't have an executive personality or a James Bond body, but you're always well dressed, you'll get higher marks in women's eyes. They notice that you have made an effort with your appearance. Your style and clothes also reflect your personality and taste, and show how much care you take to present yourself. Well, why wouldn't a woman love a man who takes care of himself? So don't just dress to impress, dress to express who you are. 7. Smile. Ever caught a woman's attention with a smile? Because that's one of the few things they notice about men. They say that a smile is the beginning of a romantic connection, and that's absolutely true. A genuine, warm smile can be incredibly disarming and attractive. It can break the ice, create a positive atmosphere, and make you more approachable. Your smile is an unspoken language and a gesture that has a huge impact and conveys friendliness and warmth. If you smile often, you multiply your chances of being perceived as a charismatic and engaging man, which can be very attractive to women. How often do you show your winning smile? Make it a habit. Your smile is one of your greatest assets.